right, we're live. We're cooking. Strider Wilson, how's morale? Good to see you.
Dude, freaking dank, bro. All good. Feeling it, loving it, dude.
How dank
Early, it's
is?
it's 9 a.m. here, but dude, I'm ready to rock, bro. I got my coffee. Let's go, dude.
Are you? Is that your favorite drug these days, as far as vices?
1000%, dude. Full
Nice.
need my caffeine, dude. Gotta
Okay.
have it, dude.
What
Other than
have?
that, dude, I do love a little bit of shroomies from time to time, but nothing crazy, dude. Not trying to see God, just trying to
Yeah,
hang out, dude. Just trying to feel that little body buzz while I'm chilling with the boys.
sure. When's the last time you saw God?
Oh, dude, I've honestly never done that many shrooms. Like the little packages that my bros get have a nice little reverse triangle of like how many squares you should take, and they diagnose it like that. Like if you do like 1 to 3 squares, they're like chilling. Like, you know, 3 to 6 squares, it's like, dude, the vibrations are gonna be with you, dude. You're gonna be vibing. Then it's like, 6 to 9 or whatever. Then you're freaking, your dome's gonna be shifted, dude. For however many years you lived your life, your brain's like, we do it this way. Then that stuff will be like, nope, let's try this for 5 hours. And
Yeah,
then
that's a good point. I mean,
yikes.
sometimes you do need to bend your dome around and shift things around. I feel like that's the great thing about shroomy is that when things aren't working and you're kind of in a rut mentally, it can kind of break apart all your dimensions like cognitively and reset you.
Totally, dude. Double-edged swords. You gotta be careful, dude, because it could go south. But if you're with the boys, you're hanging, dude, in a good environment. Dude, that's what people are posting up in nature or something. It's
Yeah.
nice, dude. It's
Yeah.
nice.
I've always been like a big fan of posting up. I mean, originally in like grade school basketball,
Oh,
but
dude,
then in
low block.
different, yeah, I was like a guard, so I would post up my little brother when he was a little guy. But that was pretty much the last time I got to post up. But now I think of posting up in more of like travel terms, instead of like speed traveling where you're in a new city every day or trying to see as much as possible. I just feel like it's better to post up in a city like for a little bit and get the flow of a place.
No question, dude. You got to post up. You got to find out where's the nearest paintball. Can you get out there? Can you get a few speedball rounds in? And then from there, maybe you hit a nice little brewery to sip a nice IPA, dude. And then, before you know it, dude, you're on the next flight out. Yeah, I mean, I say at least 18 hours, dude. That gives you enough time to paintball, enjoy an IPA, and cruise.
Yeah. And what is your your primary sport these days?
I mean, I do consider paintball to be sport. If you want to really debate sport, like golf's a sport, dude. Sure, I can't eat a 92-ounce porterhouse steak and still play golf. I can't do that during basketball, you know?
Mm.
So sometimes I like to distinguish sports that way, but I do consider paintball to be a sport, and I'd say that's my go-to. But I'm a pretty basic guy. I still do like to golf. I like to get out there, hang with the bros, walk 9 holes if I can, little bit of exercise, but just a good hang, dude. Just having like a good crew of 4 dudes. It's a great way to catch up, hang.
Yeah, it makes
I love it.
sense.
I'm not good. I'll probably play like bogey golf, dude. My bros are giving me some brogies, dude. It's a 10-foot putt. It's good.
So
Don't worry
do you
about it. Just
play in
pick it
any
up.
paintball leagues or anything? Like you want to get into it but beyond rec leagues?
What I like to do is just those guys are too gnarly, dude. Um, they got a lot of gear, dude. They dress like pro rollerbladers, dude, and then they cruise around and slide around. I like to just go there, find a 13-year-old to 9-year-old's birthday party and absolutely unload on those kids. That's really does it for me. They're slower. They're generally afraid. I'm setting myself up for success, dude. You got to find little victories in life, dude, and capitalize on them. That's
Yeah,
what I do.
tiny victories. Well,
Exactly.
my next question then is after you like just unload a couple rounds on, a bunch of oversized toddlers, what's your
Yeah.
exit strategy?
Oh, immediately blast my music, dude. Ba Wada Ba by Kid Rock in the parking lot as loud as I can so all their parents can see me. That's really what it is. I want the dads to see me, dude. I walk away just elite, wearing my Under Armour polo and just let them know I just I just not they in their domes are like this guy ruined my kid's birthday party, but now they all learned a lesson, dude. A life lesson, dude. I gave them a favor, dude. Life is it's hardcore, dude. There's some dudes out there, dude. They're not going to show mercy, and the paintball course is one of those places. So it's a lesson better learned early on in life. And I just
Well,
freaking blast that, dude.
you're doing a civil service right there, Wilson. Do you ever
Thank
have
you,
any
dude.
dads come up and kind of get in your grill?
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And then you know what I do? Dude? I play mind games. I go, hey, you're setting a great example for your kid, bitch. And then
Yeah.
and then they go, here's the thing, I got no kid, and I can be a savage, dude. You know? But the thing is, I don't. I just blast my ball with the ball. I go, I can't hear you. Turn it down. Look, your kid sees you about to fight a dude in a parking lot. Is that a good example to be doing, dude?
Yeah, that's a
Is
good
that good,
point.
dude?
Yeah.
And then the dad goes, oh, you know. But
I
you do have
remember.
to look out, dude. If you're paintballing like the 909, dude, it's like, rule of thumb, if you're about 35 miles inland from the coast or more, that strategy could backfire, dude. And I could definitely get freaking elbow dropped, leg
Yeah.
dropped, you know.
Has anyone ever like kind of attacked you where you've had to do physical confrontation from a comedic skit where it just went too far or you just kind of they
Dude,
came
like
at you?
out in public, like I know with my boys Chad and JT, dude, they've had guys try to attack them or fight them while doing some skits. I haven't had people attack me. I've had people get mad. I dressed up as Pastor Joel Osteen did, and I signed some guy's book, which was rude. He thought I was Joel Osteen, so I fucking signed his book,
Wait,
and I
is
was like,
Joel
dude,
Olstein a born again preacher guy or who's he?
he's not born again. He's like a
Okay, yeah, yeah.
televangelist.
Nice.
So he's like, his dad was a preacher, and then he's like, dude, this works, dude. We make bank, dude. This is
Yeah.
legit. And but then I gave the guy the book that I had because it was at like a book signing, and the guy came up. He's like, "You signed my book. You're not even Joel." Like when he saw the real Joel, I was like, "Dude, it's like here, dude, take my book. It's brand new." He's like, "All right," and I took it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice
mainly people get.
de-escalation there.
It was good. Yeah, I'm glad I had that on hand, dude. And I put a fat JO in his book, dude. Honestly, I was like, dude, that's pretty sick that it says JO in your book.
Yeah, that's not bad. Did you write a book yourself or you just thought you had your own Joel Olstein copy?
My own Joel Osteen copy because like it's part of the deal. Because I wanted to go there and wear the same suit and just see what happened. Experimental, dude, being weird. And but to go to that event, you had to like get a ticket and like it came with a book. It was like $40, dude.
And then what else happened at the event?
I filmed like a video of me just cruising around, dude. Some dudes rolled up. They were like, because Joel's like, I don't know, he's like 50 or something. I'm 35. So people will be like, oh, you look amazing. Like incredible. How do you stay this youthful? I'm like, it's my spirit, pray every day, protein smoothies too, you know, that's it. I love my wife, keeps me young. And, I'm a finesse bottom. So I don't exert myself. I exert myself only in choice moments,
Mm-hmm.
Save my heartbeats for when I need them.
That's
People be
big.
like,
So
incredible.
nice. And you were dressed as Joel Olstein.
Dude, the whole bit was I was just put a suit on.
Okay.
The whole bit
Sorry, it
was
took
like,
me so long.
oh no, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the thing is I'm a dead ringer. If you're listening, look up Joel Osteen, dude. And then if I don't know if you're gonna put this out on video too, it's like yeah, it's uncanny, dude. It's uncanny resemblance.
Any other celebrities you get likened to?
Dude, in my own head, McConaughey, but just in
Nice.
my own head.
What would you do on a first date with McConaughey?
Oh my gosh, dude. Probably meditate. Just cruise, meditate, dude. And then just probably drop in on like maybe a D3 college basketball game or any sport we could find where people are huddled up for competition and just become the coaches, dude. I feel like McConaughey
Nice.
has that sort of market down where he just can drop in on teams and just start giving pep talks, dude. I'd be
You're
like,
probably
dude,
right.
I'd be like, let's meditate and then just go give pep talks, dude. Jersey Mike's staff, dude, they're taking too long on these sandwiches. They need a coach pep talk,
Hmm.
get in there. Look, you guys, look, you're a unit, the tip jar is half empty, or is that tip jar half full for the amount of sandwiches you're about to make right now and absolutely crush,
Yeah.
make those number 7s, dude. Get those number 43s out there. Put some freaking extra Chipotle aioli on there. Have some pride, dude. Then take your vape break, before you know it.
There you go. Do you think that like if you started a cult or what kind of ranking would you want in the cult?
God Emperor, dude.
Mhm.
Immediately, I'm God. Immediately, I would tell all the dudes in the cult, don't worry. Take your time doing what you do. I'll have sex with your wife for you. Like I don't want you guys to feel like it's too busy or overexerted. I'll take care of having sex with your wife. You can go out, buy hot dog buns. We're having hot dogs tonight. Go out and, do build that. We need to build a whole nother level to our strange, weird apartment building that we all live in together.
Yeah.
You guys handle that. Carpentry, you handle me boning your wife. I'll handle that, dude. And I'm going to do it for God.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's what he told me.
And that's just efficiency, really. Because I mean, you want to create, time in your peons' calendar's day,
Exactly. I don't want them to feel overwhelmed, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to feel overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, dude, I got to do all this stuff. I got to freaking, show up for Strider's Cult, dude. We've got a meeting tonight. These new robes we don't even have the emblems printed on the robes. I got to drive to the other end of, I imagine we're in Texas. I got to drive to the other end of Texas just to get those emblems printed for a good price. And by the time I come back, then I have to bone my wife.
Yeah.
No, I'll be boning your wife while you do that. It's fine. Don't worry.
I get it. Okay, so you'd want to be the man at the pinnacle, because some people say they'd want to be vice president of the cult because everyone likes an assistant coach, but then you probably wouldn't get to do any sex with any wives.
Yeah, vice president's a good move. I can get that, dude. That Teddy Roosevelt, dude. He always wanted to be like second in command, less pressure. You have you're in the ear of the one who's power. Maybe you have more of a Rasputin role. You can pull the strings, be an operator, and have the vessel. But when it comes to cults, I mean, dude, you got to be I imagine the headspace. If I'm a cult leader, I'm a sick man. So, why not just go all in? Why not just be a sick man?
Have you ever, moving out to Los Angeles, did you ever feel the vortex where you're like, oh, this place could turn me to the dark side?
Oh, dude. Yeah, easily, dude. You could be, yeah. I mean, it's just this city, you have access to whatever you want to do. The first comedy theaters I went to were on Hollywood Boulevard. You'd see like just gnarly stuff. And then there was always the people in it. Like I was doing comedy. I just enjoyed it, dude. I was more like a comedy nerd, did improv and stuff. And luckily I was doing stand up with my good buddy JT. We both moved up here together. So I didn't feel the need to like reach out or like make brand new friends. Like I was able to develop organically. And I feel like the first friends you're able to make, not always, but a lot of times it's like, dude, do you want to just come smoke some weed, or do you want, and it's taught, and like, I don't know, like it's very easy to get in negatively with stuff. And especially at the theaters, everyone feels a little disgruntled, and then that could go south and south and south. But I was lucky to have a good network of buddies and everything, but it was definitely there. If you wanted to, you could.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I found out about you through the Netflix show Chad and JT Go Deep, and I was like, who's this?
Oh yeah,
fucking third guy. This guy's incredible.
Oh, dude, thank you.
So that was like, how did that come about, and how did that kind of change your comedy life, being such a pivotal character on that show?
Dude, it was so Chad and JT just like we would have never thought, like when we moved to LA, I was like, okay, you go to like a improv theater, like a Groundlings or a UCB. And then from there, you do some showcases, you get an agent or a manager, and they start putting you out for auditions, And in the meantime, we always love doing stand-up. Maybe you do stand-up, you get passed at a club, or you get seen at a club, and then you get an agent or a manager, then you audition. And quickly we realized, with mainly the help of Chad being like, dude, you got to build like social media, dude. Like that's where the game's at. And just started building followings, doing videos. Their video for like doing a Paul Walker statue in our hometown of San Clemente, California, which is like 60 miles south of LA. That like blew up. Then from there, they had some good follow-up videos. Then they got like some representation out of that. That's like basically was the showcase or whatever. Then talent reps and managers reach out. Then they pitched a show. They're like, dude, we just basically want to make a show. And then and since I'm boys with them, dude, we wrote a show and put a little narrative in it, and basically built together some like internet style, like quote unquote, like pranks and stuff. And that's how it came about. And then after that was like what got me my manager and my agents now. And then, and then now you're sort of like, it's like funny, like that changed, and that was very good, and it sort of opened some doors, but it still is very much on the performer and now like the team of like your reps to develop something and create more opportunities, because it's savage but true. Like you're as good as the last thing you've done. It's nice to have that in the arsenal, but you gotta make some stuff. You gotta create, which is really fun, but also can be daunting.
Man, that's so true. Like you build your thing now on social media, and you can actually bypass the industry, whether you're in music or comedy or whatever form of entertainment. And that's I make a living as a touring musician. So I started touring maybe 11, 12 years ago. And that's just the kind of the old school Henry Rollins, like get in the van and fucking go play shows, win people over organically. And that's, worked. But in as time goes on and the internet gets faster and Instagram reels come about and that starts to take over, it's like we kind of need to probably play less shows so we have more time to make shit and put stuff online more consistently. And but that's just one thing I fear is being trapped by the algorithm. And I've talked about it on the pod before, but because once you start doing it, you're kind of like signed up for life. You know what I mean? I want to go be able to disappear in Mexico for a month and write songs, but
dude, yeah.
Yeah,
you gotta have that relationship of like, it can definitely boost your reach, but yeah, that algo can bone you, dude. And you just gotta, yeah, it's like, it's crazy, dude. It's very not healthy to be too sucked up in that, but
so how do you do it? How do you deal with that? How do you find the balance and how do you not get boned by the algo?
Dude, it's good. Collaboration, I think, is good. Like I'm lucky to have some outlets that aren't entirely dominated by that. Like you're doing a podcast, that's smart, dude. Like you can just pump that out and advertise it on your own, put it on whatever platforms. It's not necessarily algorithm dependent. It can help you, obviously you put it on social media and stuff, but reaching out, working with people who have bigger reach than you and collaborating, I think that's like really helpful. And it's good for your art too. I mean, that's like at least what I tell myself. I'm like, dude, it's good. Like you reached out, you do music. I'm like, dude, I love to say yes to stuff like this, even though I've totally forgot on our first. I got to call myself out, dude. Dude, to the listeners, dude, got to be the first one. We had a Zoom set for like 2 weeks ago. Completely forgot, dude. Not a good dude. So you're a good dude.
Strider Wilson, not a good guy.
Yeah, dude, bad guy. Dude, dude, first thing you know, bad guy. Dude, here's the thing. I am a cult leader. Come out to Texas, I'll bone your wife. And I'll do a bad job. That's the worst part, dude. You'll leave my cult. It's a Ponzi scheme of cults. I just need new wives. Dude, nah, man, I don't know, maybe I was just mentally being like, as long as you're creating something that you like and that you're behind, that's good. But there is the business side of it of like, I started to just do this new show called Hug Your Bros with like Friday Beers, who are, they're great guys. I like the guys that run it, Max and Jack, good dudes. And that's just kind of fun. And they have a good presence on, they know how to juke the algos, dude. They're smart, dude. They're like, you post at this time, you keep clips like this, like the stuff that's not fun to think about, like being a musician. Like who's the guy, like Serge Gainsborough, he like hated pop, but then he wrote like an amazing pop song to be like, fuck you, like this is bad art and I'll be better at your art just to show you it. And I don't know, wrote like some song or whatever. And so it's kind of like, yeah, you gotta play the game, and do people now like, and like watch time on a video is crazy where it's like send a clip, because if someone watches like 100% of the clip, obviously a 2-second clip, the odds of being watched 100% are better than a 2-minute clip because it takes less, literally just look at it. So there are clever ways to juke it in your favor, but it's a bust to think about, dude. I want it to be fun and organic, like if you sit down to write a song and you're like just trying to write something for someone else, it's not, I don't know. If I try to be funny for someone else, like trying to be funny, like, yes, I'm trying to be funny. Yes, you're trying to write a good song, but like has to come from the right place. The audience will suss that out, dude.
Well, it's kind of the opposite of art as we know it, as we know making it, Yeah. In the way Rick Rubin would rep, or the way it's been made for thousands of years. It's like, if we're making art for a robot, for an algorithm, we're not making it 100% for ourselves. It's compromised. The art is compromised, So
Correct.
and Louis CK had a great riff on that on a recent pod. Maybe it was Theo Vaughn's pod or something. Like, yeah, you're not even, yeah, you're basically, I just paraphrase it, you're not making art for yourself or a person. It's not human at all. You're making it for a math algorithm. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. That's what
I don't
was
know what
great.
that means. I guess it kind of poisons the culture in some slow underlying way.
Yeah, totally. It makes it worse, less thought out. It makes it for rather than getting at least with comedy and maybe in the music too, there's a lot of similarities. But like if it's all about laughing at that human experience or observation or whatever, or writing a song about love or a moment in time, it's about maybe having a sliver of that, but also like the marketable version of it,
Right.
and a
Yeah.
quick 15-second clip version. And I don't know how that comes out. But dude, it's interesting. I was talking about this with the dudes the other day of like screenwriters and the Writers Guild in LA. They're like drawing up contract works or like about how screenwriters are allowed to use AI in their screenwriting. So like, if you're like have writer's block or you come to a point in your script, literally AI will be like, no, at this point in maybe it's like the hero's journey, like this needs to happen. So like literally, everyone was like, machines are going to take our jobs, and people thought it was like, building cars, like those like just drill arms. It's like there's no longer a dude with a drill. It's a fucking robot that just does it.
Yo.
Literally now robots are like, no, Ryan needs to get broken up with in the third, and rekindle the flame with his girlfriend in Act 3 before setting out to, it's like crazy, dude.
We're on the precipice of something weird and a massive shift. I never thought art would be taken over by AI, at least not
No.
this soon. I thought maybe we had 20, 30, 40 years, but are you doing anything to prep for that? Like are we obsolete? Should we bet against ourselves and invest in the stock market on robots?
Dude, that's just a good ass call, dude. For me, dude, it's like, dude, I don't know, just got to develop some marketable skills, dude. Just become an AC repair guy or something. I don't know, like
Right.
like develop, become an electric, go to like a trade school, maybe be a merchant marine. I don't know, dude. Like something that no one wants to do, dude. Do that.
Wow. Yeah, but even you
Work
learn
for AAA in Alaska.
you go to tech school, you get a 2-year degree, you're a sweet carpenter, you got like 2-year career until the robot takes that from you too.
Hey man, dude. Just got to go be a scuba instructor. No robot's
Yeah.
gonna do. Machines can't go underwater, dude. They can, but just go. I don't know. Just go work at resorts.
Maybe it's just going to force us to all like finally face our true irrelevance in the planet,
Yeah,
you
dude.
know?
It's crazy, dude.
But then how do we not be depressed, Can we really enjoy ourselves loitering outside of a 7-Eleven with no job and chugging Slurpees all day?
Dude, it's so true. I think we just have to trust in each other, dude. It's like I think I do want to see like a robot. I think it will be cool if like a robot AI wrote this movie, go watch. I'd probably go see that, and then I'd be like, all right, cool. I mean, I don't know, but I guess it's like if it's really good, there's gonna be more of them. It's scary. It's control, man. We can't control it.
That's right. Got to relinquish control. Would you ever consider having a robot girlfriend?
Oh, dude. I've got my dank ass fiance, but say my dank ass fiance is not in the picture, dude. I would definitely think that could be tight, dude. That's some like Black Mirror stuff. That'd be tight.
Mm-hmm. What do you think that would like be an upgrade from like your actual dank fiance? Like what would be different, do you think? What would you
Be cool if maybe she liked Xbox. Be like my robot or girlfriend would be like, dude, that's so sick when you play Xbox.
like it's a turn on?
Yeah, that would be foreplay.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, me just getting murked in COD. And she'd be like, dude, this is great. This is good. And I'd be like, that would be an upgrade, dude.
Like she gets turned on by you getting your ass kicked in Xbox, not even winning.
Yeah, because I got a bad KD. So like I still can't, be good at COD. But maybe she would rip at games too. Like I used to watch my bros play Ninja Gaiden. Sick ass game.
Oh yeah, original Nintendo 8-bit.
Bro. Maybe she rips at
yes.
Ninja Gaiden and then that gets me going. Then bro.
Yeah.
That's heaven. That's heaven.
Yeah, you could wear a ninja costume while you're doing stuff.
Dude, I would love that. Put on a Sub-Zero costume, dude.
Finish him. Yeah,
Exactly, dude.
there it is. Ninja Gaiden was that was one of my favorite games ever for 8-bit Nintendo. I remember like because it was so weird, it was so Asian, you know, some of those games were just so like otherworldly.
Mm-hmm.
And
There
then
was
you
a
had them
low-key,
right there in your living room.
dude, it was awesome. I'd love to like just post up on a sick day and play those games. Marble Madness, dude. Speaking of shrooms, dude, if you did shrooms and played Marble Madness, bro, you're having a great time.
Yeah, I feel like everything would be okay because the
Mhm.
the graphics are like manageable on a mushy brain, you know.
Yes,
Still
yes.
2D. What other games were you big on? You play ice hockey? Uh,
Yeah, I
you have that
would
one?
play NHL Hits, the old ice
Yeah.
hockey game, like the one from Swingers. I'd play that. You know, make his head bleed, make his head bleed. You could do that. It was sick. I loved that game. I love the Jackal. If you ever play that,
I
it's like your
remember
two
Jackal, yeah.
sick Jeeps cruising around.
Yep.
But that game was hard. I'd use a Game Genie, dude. There's like
I
the
had Game Genie.
gold that you plug
Yeah.
it in. Game Genie was sick. And
For those of
baseball.
you who don't know Game Genie, you could basically cheat every game that was ever made. There would be cheat codes and you could get around
Mhm.
super bosses pretty easy.
Yeah,
Double
I needed
Dragon
that.
was big. Double Dragon.
Double Dragon was sick. Of course,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
amazing game. Amazing game. So fun. I just love like it is nostalgic, the simplicity of those controllers and just sitting down pretzel leg in
Yeah.
front of the couch playing, dude. Oh, bro, so
Oh,
sick.
big. It was
And then I
big.
loved N64. Like I've got
Hmm.
three brothers, so we'd all play. I mean, dude, GoldenEye,
That
four
was big.
player,
Yeah.
huge. Hours.
Huge.
Bro, one time I went on vacation, came back, it's like around the holidays, dude. We took a family vacay, whatever. Came back, and there was this family that lived on the street next to us of four brothers, but they're all dorks, dude. These are fucking dorks, dude, the Steeds. And they my grandma stayed back. She didn't go on. There's a ski trip, dude. Grandma didn't catch air anymore, so she stayed home. And she was very nice, and she allowed all of these four brothers from the Steeds family to come into our house when we're not even home. None of us are home. We're all out of town. And we come back from vacation, dude, and we don't want to fucking, dude, we don't want to be outside. We just want to be playing Nintendo. Four kids are sitting there, dude. My grandma made them pancakes and they're playing our fucking N64, dude.
Oh, that's heavy.
Dude, me and my brothers looked at each other just like, we're gonna have to kill these kids, dude. I remember my oldest brother was like, get out. Their oldest brother, Spencer, dude, got up. My brother, AK, dude, he's like, get out. It's amazing, dude.
I
Never
remember
invite
that
them over.
feeling. I remember that feeling of like you're going home to your Nintendo, especially in the
Oh,
when you just got the Nintendo. You know, you get a
oh,
little flutter in your belly or your tummy, and that was really exciting.
you were so
NBA Jam.
stoked. NBA Jam was so sick, dude. The coolest kids that were like, "Yo, dude, I play as Peyton and Kemp." All right, dude, cool, cool. You know, I was always about, Pippen and Rodman.
Yeah, or if you could win with like a jabroni team like Brad Lowhouse and Blue Edwards on the Bucks, then I mean
Dude,
that was
yes.
pretty indie, you know?
Yes, that is, dude, that's super indie. Dude, that's amazing. Yes, that's so true, dude.
Yeah, I
Exactly, dude.
mean Bucks have been garbage my whole life, and now they're on top of the world. But I got to tell you this, um, uh, speaking of 8-bit Nintendo, one of my buddies he got this cracked version of an 8-bit Nintendo only a couple years ago. I went to his house. It was every Nintendo game ever made for like 30 years on one seat burned CDR. And it was all
Whoa.
these like the classics, but then all these really weird games like strip club karate and
Really?
there was this game called Pussy City Pimps that was
What?
it was double, it was the coding of Double Dragon, but they changed all the characters and the names and the weapons. So instead of like nunchucks or a baseball bat to beat a guy, you would beat a guy with a dildo. And
Oh
then
my God.
yeah, the levels were all like porn shops, like back alleys, like pimp alleys, and yeah, you would just fight people with like dildos and vibrators.
Oh my gosh. You
So
gotta
yeah.
imagine like the dude that reprogrammed that had to be the horniest dude ever, dude. That's like amazing, dude.
Do you think so, or was he just like the Chad and JT of the time? You know?
Maybe he's a genius. Oh, so this is like a real game. This isn't like a
No, it's a
reprogram,
real
like
game.
layered over.
No, it's like an actual game.
This guy's a genius, maybe, dude.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know.
Because you do think that if you pick up a dildo immediately, you're like, I kind of want to like hit someone with this, you know?
Yeah, you do want to smack a buddy with
It's
it, you
true.
know?
Yeah, exactly. You kind of do.
We had this
So
rivalry in high school basketball where the crosstown rival, every game, the student section would throw a dildo onto the court.
amazing,
And each
dude.
year the dildo would get bigger and bigger. And then my senior year, it was like an 18-inch purple-sided dildo with two heads. And it was like 2 minutes left in the game, like a tight game, like the place is going nuts. Somebody throws the dildo. I see it like swirling up in the air, poop, 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 rolls onto
Amazing.
half court. And our coach actually ran onto the court and he picked it up and he shook it at our student section and he's just like, let us play, let us play. And he's flailing the dildo. So that was big. That was when I
Dude,
first heard of like in middle school, when I first heard of that tradition. I didn't know what a dildo was, but I'd heard the
dude,
word and I was like, what? What's a dildo? They're like, oh, it's like a fake penis. And I thought it was the funniest word I'd ever heard still to
it's a
this
great
day.
word, dude. It's a
Yeah.
great word. And that's a genius bit, dude. Whoever the smart kid is, and I love that it brings everyone together because like who can get in trouble for throwing it because you can't tell, you can't tattle, dude. Like if someone tattles, like you got to hide in the bleachers, you freaking
Yeah.
toss it and then you act normal, you know? And oh, I love that, dude. It's a
Snitches
great
get
bit.
stitches, dude. High
Yeah,
school, it's the
bro.
closest thing to prison, you know?
It
It's not
is, dude.
prison.
It's savage. Yes, dude. It's true.
Did you have a
Oh,
good
it's
time in high
genius.
school?
I did, dude. I did. It was fun, dude. I was like, you know, just cracking funnies, dude. I played basketball and volleyball, and we would have practice before school. So, which was a bust waking up that early, but come like 7:40 a.m., which was a weird ass time. That's when class started.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so ready to rock and roll, dude. Kids were all tired. I was just like, blah, like
Yeah.
just pure energy, dude, making funnies, dude. One kid one time, dude, this is a little braggadocious, but he's like, dude, thank you, dude, for what you did in that class, dude, of just getting us all fired up. And dude, it was a Catholic school, so it was like religion class. You know, I mean,
That's tough.
I wasn't challenging the teachers. There was always the annoying kid who would be like, but how can you prove God?
Yeah,
It's
sure.
like, dude, just shut up, dude. We're all trying to text right now. Just let this teacher talk so we can all just text. So, you know, I would just try to make some funnies, dude, you know, moon someone when I sharpen my pencil, you know, stuff like that. Just good
Yeah.
classic,
Yeah.
funny, well thought out stuff, dude.
Well, that's awesome that you had the self-confidence at such a young age. I often wish I could turn back time and not give so much a shit about grades and peer pressure and all that stuff. But
Dude, it's tough. I mean, you do, you know, look, was I hooking up with any ladies? Absolutely not, dude. But I had some older siblings. I think that helped, dude. Having older siblings, seeing them
mm,
go through it,
right.
being able to hear them be like, this is dumb, this doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, you can cruise to Mesa Liquor, pull a hey mister, they'll buy beer for you. That's tight.
Yeah.
So just having that in the arsenal, that knowledge was good, dude. And then the
Yeah.
boys, dude, like playing on a team is helps too, you know.
How was your game? Were you a post player? What good baller?
Small forward, dude. Go
Nice.
down, dude, can go up to the wing. And I'm 6'3", so and I was like 6'1" as a freshman, so they always would want to put me low. But I was like, I know I'm not going to be that tall. And then played for 2 years, then switched to volleyball just because I was never that great at basketball.
Mm.
And like you mentioned, like caring about grades and stuff, volleyball is like, okay, you can get into school doing that, you know, use it as a tool. And it was fun, dude. There were good dudes on the squad.
Yeah. What about comedy now? Are you getting on the road at all? Or you're mostly just creating from LA.
A little bit, dude. Chad and JT are doing like a big national tour, and every once in a while, when everything lines up just right, I can hop on the road with the boys. And yeah, I'm gonna go to this week. Actually, on Wednesday, we go to Sacramento, San Francisco, and Portland. So doing
Sweet.
that, which is sick. And then I'll bounce around. I put up a show in the improv with one of my buddies, and then I'll bounce around to like San Diego, LA, and do some shows.
It'd be great to get you in Wisconsin. There's a couple good clubs here now.
Dude, yeah, I think actually the bros are going. I think the bros were in Wisconsin, dude. I think they went and did a show out there.
Nice.
And dude, my dank fiance is from Chicago, so right next door, dude.
There
And
it is.
yeah, I've done Zanies out in Chicago, and I would love to go to Wisconsin, dude. You
Yeah,
know,
let's get you out here.
yeah,
What's the
dude.
format of their show?
Just straight stand up, dude.
Okay.
We do stand up, and then at the end we'll do like a little Q&A audience, like, whoever comes out wants to ask any questions or whatever, riff like kind of podcasty
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
like the little bit at the end. It's fun, dude.
Brilliant. Do you have any good stories about you like bombing a show or anything like that?
Oh, dude, for like the first 4 years of doing stand up, I would bomb in LA. Um, but let's see. I've done nothing too crazy, dude. Nothing like where I was like, I need to quit immediately. I mean, tons of terrible improv shows. Like improv, I would go to, like, I remember driving by some little black box theaters in LA now and being like, dude, I used to go and do shows there on like a Tuesday at midnight for like 6 people. And I'm like, all of us were bombing, but we liked it. But like, we were just into it. We loved, it was just like a way to come up and have fun. And we were doing it with friends. But like, if any normal person would have seen that show, they'd be like, they would want AI. They'd be rooting for AI. They'd be like, this is bad, dude.
Yeah.
Because improv is like kind of quote unquote like jazz-esque, like there's rules, but everything's in the moment. So you're not being funny 90% of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. What are some of the big rules besides the yes and rule
Um,
for improv?
like there's the thing out of the gate, you can tell a rookie immediately, dude, a rookie, it's your space work, right? So it's a blank stage. You create everything just visually and with your imagination. So if someone like wants to pull out scissors and then like, they do rock, paper, scissors like that. It's like, that's not how you hold scissors, bro. You hold scissors with your thumb and your finger and you use scissors like that. So use the scissors. You don't cut. No, you're not being real. Right. So that's space work is huge, 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 huge. Helps the audience visually establish the world and then getting out information up at the top of the scene, your who, what, where. Because if you don't answer those questions immediately, then anyone watching and your performer and yourself, you're not going to know what sandbox you're playing in, bro. You need to open up with a sick ass line being like, hey, dad, I lost your World War II, or grandpa, I lost your World War II medal in this sandbox.
Yeah.
Immediately, the audience knows you're this guy's grandchild. You know exactly where you are. You're in a sandbox at like maybe a school. You can develop that in your next line, and then so your relationship set, your location set, and you've given yourself a want. So that's huge.
Okay, nice.
And then yes anding. You're not going to be like, wait, but I served in the Korean War. Your teacher would be like, time out, no dumbass.
Yeah,
roll with it.
Yeah,
let's move forward. Which are great life lessons.
Totally.
Say yes, baby. Say yes.
You're a future man. You don't strike me as a fellow who dwells in the past much.
Nah. I appreciate history, but I like to use it, have a little fun with it. But I'm not sitting there being like, dude, coulda, woulda, shoulda type stuff. I'm like, let's keep cruising.
Yeah, no, respect. What, you got any creative projects you're really jonesing to make in the future?
Dude, that's a great question. I've got like I want to do like I did like a live action sort of pitch for a like Discovery Channel show where I go around and I'm like a quote unquote archaeologist. And it'd be cool if I could get that made. Basically, it's like, how they do these shows where like an archaeologist is like, there's like a ancient Viking ship in the middle of the desert. Like, let's see if we can find it. And it's like, of course they're not going to find it on that episode. Like they never do. You wasted half an hour watching that.
Yeah.
And so then I want to like play this character who's like sick and weird and twisted and will fake it and find it and then try to, prove to the world that he did and see what happens. Nice. I'm like, that could be fun. And then just pitching stuff, dude. Working on a script. I did valet forever. So I'm pitching a feature length script based on working valet at the Beverly Hills Hotel, which is pretty sick.
Yeah.
And then just like
no one's done that yet. We need a valet comedy.
Yeah, it'd be really fun and a fun world to play in. And other than that, just writing stand up and trying to perfect that and develop some more ideas with the boys.
Any ambitions for putting out a special in the next year or two?
Probably would have to be a year or two. I've got some material, but I think it still needs some refinement and fine tuning. So I got to sharpen the blade. But yeah, I would love to do that, dude. I would love to. Absolutely.
Nice. What are you getting into as far as music? What's kind of on your musical taste palette?
Dude, I mean, I still always listen to LCD Sound System, which is like,
Good
I
stuff.
feel like that's music that's for dads that aren't done being cool yet.
Mid
But
2000s.
yeah, I love some LCD. I find myself listening to that when I'm cruising. Um, little oh, my brother AK, he's great at music. He plays sax and stuff, and we have a little text thread with some friends, and they'll like every once in a while we'll send a good new song that we listen to. And dude, they say I like psycho music, dude. Like I'll listen to some Jonathan Bree, some like, I don't know if you know him, but he has a very strange music video where it's like all these mannequins, but he's pretty sick. I think he's like from New Zealand. And my brother was just playing this great Australian band that has a weird ass look. And it was a very good vibe. Yeah, dude, I mean, it's tough. They say, dude, I'm in my 30s. Do you listen? People stop discovering new art. They get set in their ways. So I don't like know where to look to find new stuff.
Got to keep pushing. That's helps with the anti-aging process, right? Just
Yeah.
staying curious, keeping discovering new shit. I think that's so huge because it's a tale as old as time. You kind of stick to your guns a little too much, and I just feel like it ages you quickly. You know, we can all learn from generations on both sides. You know,
Dude, so like how often can I put on Stained, dude, outside, dude? Like, I mean, dude, exactly, bro. I mean, I love that jam,
rock.
dude.
Yeah. I learned how to play it on guitar when I was working at McDonald's at age 15. I learned It's Been a While by Stained, butt rock.
Bro,
It's
that's
finest,
so
man.
sick, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, the fact that you have that craft, being able to do that is beautiful, dude. Like, when AI turns on us, dude, you'll still have your acoustic, dude.
The fact that
Being
I can copy chin rock songs, it's
Bro, that's
I don't
all
know
I
how good
want.
that's going to serve me in the future, but I'll take it. It's all perspective, Strider Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, dude, just be fired up that you can do that, dude. Or here's the thing, dude, when people are all huddled together, dude, and they need something to boost their spirits, you're gonna come in, dude, and take that. You can take them back to that moment, dude. You're a vessel, dude. That's time travel, dude.
2001.
You're dome.
Domestic abuse rock.
Dude, domestic is total domestic abuse rock,
core.
dude. So sick, dude. So uplifting.
Yeah, I'll carry the torch. I think I got a future. And oh man, it's been great talking to you. You're a great soul. You've got a great energy. You're a funny fucker. I'll be out in LA later in the year, so I'll hit you up. Hopefully, I'll come see you do a set or something.
Dude, I'd love that. And if you're doing a set, I want to come watch, dude. I would love to come check it out.
That'd be sweet. You sing at all? You play any auxiliary instruments?
Dude, I'm not gifted musically. It's one of those things that I wish I was. I try to say that every stand-up comic really wants to be a rock star, and that's the truth for me, but I have absolutely zero musical talent. Dude, I can sing like this, dude. Bro.
Yeah,
like that's
nice.
about what I can do, dude. You know?
Hey, what do you think about this? But talk about busting the algorithm or hacking the algo. What about I make an album of just micro songs? They're all 30 seconds, but there's like 100 of them on one album.
Yeah, and they'll hit,
and
people will use them on TikTok, and then you will probably not get the royalties because I don't know where those go. But yeah, dude, just to give 30-second hits, dude. That'd be a good sex playlist for me, dude. If the song lasts 30 seconds, that's perfect, dude. I mean, that's sick.
That playlist would last you a year too. You'd have enough tracks.
Oh, you're right, dude. I mean, you'd be doing me a huge favor. So, I mean, I endorse that.
Let me get to work. I mean, right after this episode, I could probably write that album. So I'm on it, Strider Wilson.
See that, dude? That's collaboration, dude. Now we feel no AI is going to think of that.
It's been an honor, dude. Thanks for coming on. You're a good man. Let's keep in touch, and good luck with everything in the future.
Thanks for having me, dude. Likewise, bro.
All right, Strider. Much love, dude.